Inside Gaming is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Defend yourself against DDoS attacks at expressvpn.com/inside.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Monday. Let's clap for The Last of Us 2 again and those damn leaks. Well, no, we're clapping in critique of those leaks.
Shortly after the leaks.
Oh,
no.
Hang on.
And I'm gonna crunch them nuts between my teeth.
Oh, sorry. I was getting flashbacks from last week when we did this story. Yeah, the big news last week was somebody basically leaking the entire plot of the much anticipated Naughty Dog game. Sony tried to get them pulled down, but the internet never forgets.
I had flashbacks too, but it was about the fall of Saigon.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna crunch them nuts between my teeth.
But yeah, while leaks definitely happen in video games, these were especially harmful considering how high profile The Last of Us 2 is. Oh, and some people already decided that the game sucks and they're not gonna buy it, so that's also very harmful.
What,
of
a flash
course.
judgment? Almost immediately there was speculation about who leaked the game and why.
I read that as World Health Organization
Yes,
because my
that's
brain
it
is poisoned.
Why did you leak the game and why did you collaborate with China to suppress information about COVID-19?
Reports started swirling that a disgruntled employee leaked the footage because of some sort of payment dispute with Naughty Dog, but those were basically just unsupported rumors, and now we might have a clearer idea of who actually leaked the plot. Hackers!
Those darn hackers making editing easy because of the great B-roll that exists of them.
I like how in movies, hackers always can break into something in 90 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're hearing from multiple sources that a hacking group was the culprit, not a Naughty Dog employee who was mad at the company. Oh my god, internet rumors were wrong? What sort of post-apocalyptic society are we living in? Maybe we shouldn't have reported that last week, but the rumors are out there. We had to do our job.
The lamest post-apocalyptic society. Nobody is wearing leather.
I haven't had to kill anybody for gas.
I have a young ward that's kind of, this dirty child, so we roam across the wasteland together. Over the weekend, Twitter user Pixelbutts, who claimed to know people behind the hack, posted a pretty lengthy breakdown of how it happened.
Where were we? Sorry.
Remember Patrick as the most conventionally attractive one.
Basically, they claimed that hackers exploited a security vulnerability to gain access to the game's Amazon servers.
Yeah, it was a patch in an older Naughty Dog game that allowed them to get access to the developer servers. Basically, then the hackers accessed footage of developers playing a not final build of The Last of Us 2. Hence the leak. That's where it all kind of originated.
That's
from.
interesting.
Interesting.
Pixelbutts wrote that the evidence stands to point to an ND-made security vulnerability that was exploited, not an angry employee.
They added that, don't believe what sounds like the juiciest story, even if it's what you want to hear. Sometimes it is really that boring. Hackerman exploiting a vulnerability created by the company's own games to gain internal access.
It's Hackerman.
Aw.
The truth usually is really very boring. But yeah, that's just a rando on Twitter, right? Why should we believe him? Well, last night Kotaku put out a story saying they had independently confirmed some of that same info with a second source who is familiar with how development studio Naughty Dog's games are structured. The classic day after Kotaku story, yeah, we heard that too.
Yeah.
Here in the day after Inside Gaming story.
The hack, according to Pixelbutts, started in January, and he told Kotaku that by March, the hackers had grabbed at least 1 terabyte of data from part of the server associated with The Last of Us.
Pixelbutts said that he personally didn't participate in the hack, nor did they have possession of any of the leaked materials. Meanwhile, the vulnerability was closed by the end of April. But Pixelbutts told Kotaku that they didn't think it was the hackers themselves who ultimately leaked the material. Pixelbutts described the group as more just Naughty Dog enthusiasts that like development content from their games rather than malicious actors. That's like the villain who wants the idol from the cave for his own study. Just to appreciate, not for the money.
You think someone became aware of the exploit and ultimately put the material out there. For what it's worth, Sony and others have also said that the leaks did not come from inside Naughty Dog.
No,
It's coming from outside Naughty Dog.
Right, yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, what did they say? We'll get there, but man, all this talk of leaks is making me hungry for a nice juicy steak, right boys? That's not too much of a stretch. Anyway, today's episode is sponsored by Omaha Steaks.
Wait, we literally just said the phrase juicy story. Today's episode of Inside Gaming is sponsored by Omaha Steaks. You're staying home. You're staying home. You better be staying home. And because you are, there's never been a better time than now to stock up on Omaha Steaks. They'll deliver the world's best steaks and a huge variety of family favorites right to your door. You don't have to leave home at all. Right now, the Omaha Steaks limited time stock up sale is available to our viewers to help your family stock up on the food you love. Go to omahasteaks.com and enter the code INSIDE into the search bar to unlock savings unique for our viewers. There's a variety of ready-to-ship stock-up boxes available now. By entering the INSIDE code in the search bar, you can save more than 50% on your order and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. These packages are perfect for families, and they're ready to head straight for your door with free shipping. What's in them? Well, world-famous Omaha steaks, which are naturally aged to tenderness and trimmed to perfection. Premium pork and poultry, cut by Omaha Steaks butchers and individually sealed for freshness and flavor. Tasty and easy to make side dishes. No work family meals for your slow cooker or your oven. Skillet meals that are ready in 15 minutes or less. Artisan desserts and much more. Right now, stock-up boxes are ready to ship, and you can save big. Plus, shipments of $69 or more get free shipping. Omaha Steaks delivers guaranteed quality and safety with every order. As you're stocking up on things you need, don't forget the food you'll love. No reason you should suffer, buddy. Type INSIDE in the search bar and you can save more than 50% on your order and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Omaha Steaks is partnering with Feeding America to help families in need as well. They've already donated 100,000 servings of premium proteins, and when you buy select combo packages, they'll donate more. Be sure to type in INSIDE in the search bar and support Feeding America at www.omahasteaks.com. Thanks, Omaha. So back to Sony refuting that the leaks came from within Naughty Dog. In a statement to Polygon, a Sony Interactive Entertainment rep said SIE has identified the primary individuals responsible for the unauthorized release of The Last of Us 2 assets. They are not affiliated with Naughty Dog or SIE. We are unable to comment further because the information is subject to an ongoing investigation.
But we're not done with all this confirmation.
Former Kotaku news editor Jason Schreier, who recently blocked me on Twitter, tweeted yesterday that he talked with 2 people with direct knowledge of how the game was leaked, as well as some Naughty Dog employees. Schreier said that hackers found a security vulnerability in a patch of an older Naughty Dog game and used it to get access to Naughty Dog servers. Jeez, quit working, buddy. Save that scoop for Bloomberg.
Wait, Brian, how'd you even see that if you got blocked?
I logged in on my phone on Safari Twitter, just like unlogged in to Twitter, so...
Brian, are you a hacker?
Kind of, yeah, I guess I am. His account does track exactly with what Pixelbutt said. I love video games journalism.
Yep.
Leading us to believe that it's probably true.
So there you go. Little mystery seems like it's been solved. There's no doubt that the leaks have caused a lot of headaches for the studio. And Naughty Dog put out a statement last week expressing their disappointment about the leaks. They wrote, "Do your best to avoid spoilers, and we ask that you don't spoil it for others. The Last of Us Part 2 will be in your hands soon. No matter what you see and hear, the final experience will be worth it."
I read the comments to that post, and of course, people had posted the spoilers in the comments, but now I don't remember what the I immediately forgot.
There you go.
I don't even remember The Last of Us 1. My brother's playing it now. He texted me, he's like, I just played X part. So sad. I was like, is that the one with Joel or Ellie?
Not that long ago.
I mean, I remember big parts, but like, stuff just passes in and out these days.
My memory's shot. Yeah, I remember big picture stuff, but when it comes to like character names...
Yeah, and wouldn't you know it, shortly after the leaks became public, Sony announced that the game, which had previously been delayed indefinitely, had a new release date of June 19th.
Oh, weird. Yeah, but still, all of this has put Naughty Dog back in the news for reasons that no company wants to be in the spotlight for.
Murder.
Yeah, while the rumor of an angry employee leaking the game was just that, a rumor, it is definitely a fact that Naughty Dog has some serious workplace issues. Kotaku, of all people, did a story in March talking about employees they're working 12-hour days and even weekends when they're in crunch mode. So it's definitely a fact that they're terrible, just like all other big developers.
Kotaku said that even in the games industry where brutal work hours are common, Naughty Dog stands out. So the rumor of a disgruntled employee taking revenge did have some basis. It's not all fun and games here in games journalism. Mostly.
Meanwhile, Naughty Dog is obviously still very sensitive to that reputation. Neil Druckmann, the director of Last of Us 2 and a Naughty Dog VP, recently retweeted reports saying that the leak came from hackers. And he added his own little commentary saying, "Glad this got cleared up, but there are a lot of other false rumors out there. Looking forward to discussing all of this once the game is out."
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if he addresses any of these issues once the release date gets closer, because you'd assume he'll be doing some press interviews to hype the game. In the meantime, try to avoid spoilers if you're still interested in checking out the game, or if you did read the spoilers and decide that the game sucks, well, those hackers just saved you $60.
So maybe share it with them.
Donate to their Patreon.
Also, these people getting mad, I want them to recount the stories of their favorite games back to me and have to hear it said aloud and decide if that's the most important metric for them.
And hey everyone, before we sign off today, we'd like to bring your attention to the absolute ass load. We're emptying our ass of content that we are doing. None of it is on YouTube, so a lot of you probably aren't aware, but we stream 5 times a week to roosterteeth.com and have a new series that lives there as well, all available to watch for free. Here's the schedule for this week, which you can also find pinned on the Inside Gaming Twitter account. We have an extra special stream this Wednesday with Elise Willems from Funhouse, so make sure you head over to roosterteeth.com and check it out. Make a free account while you're there. You can chat with us in the live streams. My ass is so full of content, and I gotta dump it. I'm gonna dump it into one lucky fan's throat.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Huh?
You can entertain the possibility that I'm gonna dangle my nuts in your
There it is.
Oh.
There it is.
Boom!
Well, then
Then
I'm
again-
gonna crunch them nuts between my teeth.
Yeah,
Make sure you never have kids again.
The old brown vasectomy.
I've got a release date for these nuts. It's immediately.
I gotta get my tubes crunched.